Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another Microsoft 2024 live stream. We are here with the A330-200. Any builds I saw had a livery for it, so we're Delta, and we're going to go from Atlanta up to Philly. As I've been sitting here waiting for the stream to start, I see that we have some very odd jetways just floating across. So gravity has left the building. So that being said, let's get set up. So I do notice I do take a pretty interesting frame hit with this plane. But we do have sim brief. So oh, great. That's right. I needed my sim brief number for. I think that's it. Yep. So with SimBrief in, let's connect the jetway. And I think I have all these keybinds. This keybinds in this simulator have been the bane of my existence so far. All right, so that looks good. Steering tiller. Got climb, flex, toga, and reverse. Okay. That seems to all work. Let's see, we got flaps. Good. That works. I don't know. Maybe we got it working. So the other one's going to be this this gear lever. All right. So next we got to go outside because you can't remove the stuff from inside. All the covers. Let's do a quick walk around. Make sure we got everything. I mean, the modeling's pretty cool. A little fuzzy. We are in the Twilight Zone. The GE engines. I think we got everything. One thing that this plane does have is the ability to check if we got everything. You can't remove it from in here, but you can certainly know that you did. All right, so payload from SimBrief. occupy our load in, wow, up to 40 minutes. Let's do it fast. Alright, so I never really flew an A330 before. So we're going to just kind of use our A320 knowledge to get it going. So turn the batteries on, ground power, cruise supply, ground control could come on. Let's get our IRSs aligning. We do the fire test. No bell sound, interesting. There we go. Alright, we're going down. Let's just turn our fuel pumps on, just so we don't forget. That all looks good. Nav light could come on. That could go thing. We could go. We're still refueling. No smoking, go to auto. Alright. Flight directors can come on. Let's try this MCDU. Got an old ARAC. Wait, no. The active data. Okay, we got the new ARAC system in. That's good. Can we pull it from... Oh, look at that. Look at that. IRSs are aligning. Airport not in the database. Or is what? Whatever. Let's move on. So we'll set departure. We're going to go 26 left. The Plumber 3. Six left, Plumber 3. And the Berg transition. That's already in. Cool. We'll insert that. And let's look at our arrival. Arrival, we're looking at runway 9 right into Philly. So we'll do the Victor 9 with the Pats 4. The Baby Doll transition. Yeah, we won't do any VS. Alright, we'll insert that. Alright, flight plan is in. So far, so good. Alright, let me load it up. So yeah, so I'm going to try to make this is going to be our only stream today. Because Today is my wife's birthday, and I am cooking her dinner. So tomorrow, though, we are going to look at the career mode for this, and we're going to play with that all day. So that should be a fun stream. All right, so got that in. What's our planned fuel? 24.0. Get that all there. Looks good. This is a bump up that cost index. So performance. So if you're familiar with any builds, any of the any builds aircraft, the CFB will be intuitive for you because it's the same one. All right, we're doing 2.6 left. Sync all that up. Config 1 plus F, air conditioning on, anti-ice off. Should we force toga, guys? Let's force toga. Calculate. Oh yeah. All right, so we got does it add it? Oh, confirm data. Okay. There we go. 5.1 up. So what is it? We are 24.7. Okay. So 24.7 is roughly about here. All right. We'll get that taken. Yeah, because that doesn't move until we are engine started. All right. So that's in. That's in. Boy, this is sensitive. All right, seatbelts can come on. Get the APU started up. 3 seconds. Okay, there we go. Probe heats can come on. So our panel looks good. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that swing around a lot. All right, so we have say intentions. So far it seems to be working. So we're going to see.
On TAC clearance delivery on 118.1. Advise on initial contact you have information Yankee. Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport, information Yankee. 1752 Zulu. Wind 30.
How do we shut ATC off?
Visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 480.
How do we shut ATC off?
Bamboo 286 radio check. Bamboo 286 with information uniform ready to copy IFR clearance.
Bamboo 286, I am working on that clearance. Stand by. Bamboo 286 cleared to destin Fort Walton Beach Airport via the Halo. 3 departure then as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 300 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 121.225, squawk 2272. Expect runway 27 right for departure. Bamboo 286, read back, correct. Expect runway 9 right. Contact ground on 121.65.
Ground 1121.905, Bamboo 286.
Clearance, you had a 510 IFR to Newgrass, Lexington, with information Sierra.
United 510, Atlanta clearance, cleared to Lexington via the PAGI T2 RAFTN direct HYK direct departure. Then as filed, maintain 10,000. Departure on 121.225, squawk 6265. Expect runway 26 right for departure. Vision 4 Romeo Kilo Atlanta, clearance, cleared to Boston via the PLMMR 3 departure, then as filed. Maintain 11,000. Departure on 121.225, squawk 5614. Information November is current. Vision 4 Romeo Kilo cleared to Boston via the PLMMR 3 departure, then is filed. Maintain 11,000. Expect flight level 37010 minutes after departure. Departure on 121.225, squawk 5614. Expect runway 26 left for departure. Vision 4 Romeo Kilo, go ahead.
Clearance, Delta 4392, request IFR clearance to Orlando with Juliet.
Clearance on request, stand by.
Say again, slower for Delta 4392.
What? The heck? Flight interface, maybe?
Atlanta clearance, Delta 781 with information hotel, ready to copy IFR clearance to Lester B. Pearson International.
Delta 781 Atlanta clearance, cleared to Lester B. Pearson International via the SM-Key 2 departure Bob, then as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Departure frequency 121.225, squawk 6422. Expect runway 8 right for departure.
So our gateway got all messed up.
Pearson International via the
Or jetway.
Departure Bob has been as filed.
Let's just
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure
toggle that away.
121.225. Squawk 6422. Departure runway 8 right. Delta 781.
Delta 781 readback, correct. Delta 1906 readback, correct. Expect runway 26 left. Contact ground on 131.875.
Expecting runway 26 left, contact ground 131.875. Good day.
Clearance delivery Delta 2083 is rated for IFR clearance with information Victor.
Delta 2083 Atlanta clearance on request. Stand by.
Atlanta clearance delivery Delta 2197 with information feedback, ready to copy IFR clearance to Columbus, Ohio.
Alright, well, unfortunately...
Stand by.
Departure, follow class 4000, expect flight level 3 10 minutes after departure, departure 121.25, squawk 1734, Delta 2197.
Atlanta clearance, this is citation 84 Juliet.
Cleared to LaGuardia via the Jack 2 departure, then is filed, climb and maintain 4,000 feet, expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure, departure on 121.225, squawk.
Alright, well, it looks like we're just going to end up having,
Atlanta
some,
clearance Y97 IFR to Grand Cayman.
some issues. That's alright.
Clear to Grand Cayman via the Smoltz 3 departure.
Alright, let's get our clearance.
Maintain 4,000. Departure frequencies 121.225, squawk 16.
Atlanta clearance, Delta 676 to pick up our IFR to Philly.
Delta 676 Heavy, cleared to Philadelphia via the Plumber 3 departure. Then as filed, climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 37010 minutes after departure. Departure on 121.225 squawk 1722.
Atlanta clearance delivery, very good morning, American 5436 with information, Mike, request.
Cleared to Philadelphia via the Plumber 3 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 37010 minutes after departure. Departure on 121.225 squawk 1722. Delta 676 Heavy.
Delta 676 Heavy, read back correct.
Cleared to Mexico City via the Palm 2 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 121.225, squawk 4453.
172.
Delta 602, read back correct. Ground is on 121.65. Safe flight, sir.
7.
Delta 602, good evening.
Atlanta clearance, good evening. United 3147 Heavy requesting IFR clearance to George Bush International with Information Hotel.
Cleared to Nashville via the Pinnacle 2 departure, then is filed, maintain 12,000, departure on 121.
Alright, so that's a look thing.
Squawk 6472, expect runway 26 left for departure. Primary 8750.
Alright, 1.
Primary 8750 read back correct. Expect runway 26 left. Contact ground on 131.875.
131.875, primary 5082. Atlanta clearance, Amazon Prime 8750, base 7, with information whiskey, IFR clearance to Nashville.
Atlanta clearance 696 Bravo Lima requesting IFR clearance to St. Louis.
696 Bravo Lima, Atlanta clearance. Cleared to St. Louis via the KATL-2 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000.
Okay.
Expect flight level 40010 minutes after departure. Departure on 121.225. Squawk 3555.
Cleared to St. Louis via the KATL-2 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 40010 minutes after departure. Departure 121.225. Squawk 3555.
6906 Bravo Lima, read back correct.
Clearance delivery, Lumen 77 requesting IFR clearance for Kansas City. Cleared to Kansas City via the Cutton 2 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 121.225. Squawk 4741, Lumen 7.
Alright, it's registering.
Lumen 77, read back
So
correct.
it's so Say Intentions is talking to the
Atlanta
SIM,
ground, Lumen 77
which is pretty cool.
requesting taxi.
Alright, let's get out of here. Let's try to push back.
Delta 1132.
We got all kinds of
runway
weird
9
stuff
left.
going on
You're
at this
approved for
gate.
departure. Safe travels.
And which ground frequency would you like us over to?
Delta 1132, ground 131.875.
Over to ground 131.875, Delta 1132.
Endeavy OR 5283, cleared to Huntsville via the Cutton 2 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure on 121.225 squawk 2643.
Atlanta clearance, Delta 5283, good morning. Atlanta clearance, Delta 5283, good morning.
Delta 5283, good morning. How can I assist you today?
Cleared to the Boston Logan Airport via the
Okay, come on. Come on, push back.
Maintain 8,000, expect flight level 370 within 10. Departures 121.225, squawk 5124,
Jetway.
Delta 661.
Causing
Delta
problems.
661, read back correct.
clearance delivery. Delta 274 is at gate Charlie 35 Atlanta International, requesting clearance to...
Oh, parking brake is on. Jesus.
Delta 74 Atlanta clearance,
There
clear
we
to
go.
Daytona Beach via the VRSTY-3 departure, then as filed. Maintain 9000, departure on 121.225, squawk 5262. Expect runway 26 left for departure. Information Kilo is current.
Clearance Delta 3897 with India looking to pick up IFR to Birmingham. Clear to the Birmingham via the NASA-2 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4000, expect 16,010 minutes after departure. Departure
SGSX.
1225, squawk 2144 for Delta 3897.
Of course, their GSX is claiming that they're going to have full compatibility with 2024.
Good morning. This is SkyWest 510. We'd like to pick up our IFR flight to Brunswick, Golden Isles. We have information India and are ready to copy.
SkyWest 510, Atlanta clearance, cleared to Brunswick Golden Isles via the VRSTY-3 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 23010 minutes after departure. Departure on 121.225, squawk 4727.
Parking brake on.
Cleared to Brunswick Golden Isles via the Rusty 3 departure, then as filed. We're going to climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 230, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 121.225, squawk 4727, SkyWest 510.
SkyWest 510 readback, correct? Expect runway 26 left. Contact ground on 131.875.
Okay, that panel looks good. Alright, so engines. Jesus.
C310R.
Start turning engine 1.
Quebec. Request flight following to
See what the sounds sound like.
Greenville.
Twin Cessna 88 Tree Mike Atlanta clearance, squawk 6202. Expect runway 9er left for departure.
I don't know, kind of mid. Alright, turning engine 2. Alright, 2 good starts. Ignition to normal. Turn off the APU. Yeah, I'll put the taxi lights on. Beacon should have been on. Alright, that looks good. Okay, let's get our taxi. Atlanta ground, Delta 676, request taxi. Runway 26 left via Delta Foxtrot Echo, and yes, Yankee on board. Delta 676. Alright, let me set up a co-pilot. That's good. Hey, Travel Sick, welcome to the stream and chat. It is going good. You're still not in? Oh, that is horrible. So apparently Steam is working. I'm not too sure about the Microsoft guys, because that's it's when I'm in the Steam version, and I have, which appears all the planes. I'm still trying to sort out the those keybinds, but I got Say Intentions running. That's a shame. You guys pay we all pay way too much money for this to not be working like that. It's not good, and Asobo is being unapologetic. I watched their dev stream from yesterday, and they're practically popping champagne corks. Okay, so tiller's not working. Alright, I guess we're using rudder pedals.
Atlanta ground taxi to parking via Bravo Delta. Hold short of runway 28. Then continue taxi at your discretion. Have a good day.
With the elastic band. Remember to put your own mask on before assisting others. For water landings, we have life vests located under your seat. To use them, pull the vest out, place it over your
Well, they all kind of got their money already.
There are a total of 8 emergency exits on this aircraft, which are clearly marked. Cabin attendants, please prepare the aircraft for takeoff.
Okay.
Atlanta ground, this is Southwest 2164 requesting pushback and start, please.
Southwest 2164, pushback and start approved. Tail south.
Pushback and start approved. Tail south. Southwest 2164.
Maybe that's why the tiller's not working.
The latest 6 Romeo Bravo. Ready to file IFR clearance to Charlotte.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Cleared to Charlotte via the Phil 3 departure. And is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect 15,010 minutes after departure.
There's still problems. Alright, we're going to go...
Squawk 5552.
We're going to go with the rudder.
The latest 6 Romeo Bravo ready for departure.
And we'll just drive over the grass.
Delta 2305, progressive taxi approved. Follow the path on your display.
Atlanta ground, Delta 2422.
So I've been looking at the night scenery more and more, and it's not good. It's real bright.
Delta 2422, Atlanta ground taxi to runway 8 left via Mike Lima, hold short of
Apparently
runway
the A380 works well, and I heard that. Except the A380 for me didn't work well in 2020. It was killing my frames. I couldn't stream it.
12385 when ready for departure. Delta 2422.
So maybe I'll give it a shot, but unfortunately it'll be offline.
With information, Juliet. Type A330, altimeter set 2978.
I mean, heck, just this morning I figured out where my community folder was.
UPS 1301 looking for IFR clearance to Chicago. We're off for
Because the whole file setup is nowhere near what
Golf is on board.
2020 was.
Clear to Chicago, Rockford via the
Why didn't that work? It should have worked.
Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 320, 2 minutes after departure. Departure on 121.225. Clock 3535 UPS 1301.
There we go.
UPS 1301, read back correct.
Rudder's still sensitive.
UPS 1301, ready for push and start.
Ground Southwest 1719, request push and start.
So I got it.
Southwest
I got the game to download onto my my game drive that I bought for this flight simulator. But the community folders, yeah, the community folder's still on my Windows drive. It's like, come on. When 2020 was all on its own drive altogether.
Atlanta ground, Delta 16 with you. We have a good
Like they completely changed the whole file, the file tree, which I don't know. I'm not a programmer, so I don't know if that was necessary.
Delta 602, taxi to runway 26 left via Delta. Foxtrot.
It's a shame because all we're doing, we've got a brand new simulator here. That's okay, but we're doing nothing but, you know, sitting around complaining about it when we should be, you know, enjoying it. So far it hasn't been very fun. You got people that can't get in. You got, you know, and people who are in are just encountering bugs left and right. I mean, we're still going to see in the moment of truth whether this landing gear still works. But at least this plane has an autopilot that I can figure out. Alright. You don't seem to be able to pick up a gate. What, like at an airport?
High ground, Delta 1894, ready for taxi runway 8 right.
Delta 1894, push back and start approved. Expect runway 08 right for departure.
It sounds like you're like where I was at yesterday, with only half the sim loaded in.
Delta Echo Hotel, Delta 1894.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 676, holding short runway 26 left, ready for departure. This is pretty cool that they got to say intentions is like, it's working just like it did in 2020. I did not want to try Beyond ATC.
Delta 1067, Atlanta Tower, winds 238 at 6.
Runway 26 left cleared for takeoff.
Because I can't turn off this injected aircraft that's coming in there. And I didn't want it to get messed up.
Delta 1067, contact departure on 121.225.
Alright, we got our lights on. Let's swing it around.
Atlanta Tower, good afternoon. Delta 1132 holding short of 9 left at Mike 2, ready for departure.
Yeah,
Delta 1132, Atlanta Tower, runway 9er left, line up and wait.
So at least we have some good ATC, you know. Now I haven't. Now I heard VATSIM works too, but I haven't. You know, and I've seen some content creators using VATSIM. But I just having so many problems with these aircraft. I don't want to be on that network and not be able to do what the ATC tells me to do. All right, so finally we're all lined up.
200 at 9er, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Doing a toga takeoff. So here we go, guys. Let's pull them up.
Tower Delta 112 ready for departure.
Toga.
Delta 112, Atlanta Tower, runway 26 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, Delta 112.
Delta 112, welcome to Atlanta. Contact ground on 131.875.
American 227, contact departure.
Over to departure. Over to departure, American 227. Roger, American 227.
Delta 453.
Okay, yeah, it's still the pitch sensitivity there.
Delta 453, Atlanta Tower, runway
Rudder sensitivity. All right, so that looks good. Let's get up on the flight director.
131.875.
Wing 620, contact ground on 131.8.
All right, gear up. Oh, look at that. Small winds, small winds.
Contact departure on 121.225.
Atlanta Tower, Frontier 080, holding short, runway 26 left.
Delta 676 Heavy, Atlanta Tower, contact departure.
Oh no, it was a complete binding mess up. Complete binding mess up. It took me to get that gear lever working. It took me about, you know, what did I? That's why I didn't end up streaming last night, because I spent almost the whole night trying to figure out these bindings.
Delta 3897,
there was like 4 different profiles and they were all conflicting.
2165 for Delta 3897. Delta 3897, contact departure.
So I erased everything and started from scratch, and it's still not 100%, but.
Hotel Victor, now on downwind, right downwind for runway 08 left. Their winds are wrong, because my winds in the sim are showing a different number.
A little turbulent.
So I don't know where they're getting that from.
We just blew through our altitude.
Just say the winds again.
Whiskey Hotel Victor, wind 085 at 18 gusting.
See, that right there is why I don't want to be on VATSIM with this plane.
Hello, Delta 2123 is required to establish runway 2.
Contact departure. Oh, it just switched.
Skyhawk Tree Echo Lima, heading 054 towards Briscoe Airfield, squawk.
Land at departure, Delta 676 Heavy, 4,000 feet. Yeah. And VNAV's not working great either.
Delta 676 Heavy, Dobbins radar, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Comanche 6229er Papa Atlanta approach radar contact. Comanche 29er Papa contact Atlanta approach on 124.6. 24.6, 29er Papa, good evening. 24.6, 29er Papa, good evening. 24.6, 29er Papa, contact Atlanta approach on 124.6. 24.6, 29er Papa, good evening. 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 24.6, 29er Papa, good evening Atlanta departure 80578.
I have 8 hours game time and still yet to even load into an airport.
Mesa. 80578.
Delta
Oh,
676 Heavy, Dobbins radar, contact Atlanta approach on 124.6.
Now I know I turned predicted wind shear on.
Departing runway 08 right.
UPS 259 Atlanta departure, contact Atlanta approach on
Okay.
124.6.
I guess I didn't.
Departure for latest 6 Romeo Bravo, climbing to 4,000. Climb and maintain 15,000 for latest 6 Romeo Bravo.
Pilatus 6 Romeo Bravo, contact Atlanta approach on 124.6.
Contact Atlanta approach on 124.6.
I mean, the daytime sim looks good, although I thought we were supposed to have
Vision 2 Gulf Papa. Contact Atlanta approach on 124.6.
I thought we were supposed to have seasons.
124.6 Vision 2 Gulf Papa.
I don't know. It looks a little too green for even for Georgia.
Maintain flight level 210.
At least the clouds are white. So yeah, the clouds do look better. They're not that dark gray or yellow.
Delta 676 Heavy, Dobbins radar, climb and maintain flight level 260.
I'm still getting that photogrammetry
Hello, Walker 1418 is passing 3,000.
weirdness though.
Dear guests, you may now use your electronic devices.
Atlanta departure radar
You also
contact.
have a Wi-Fi service available for you to enjoy during the flight. Thank you.
Here's on the Plumber 3, Walker 1418.
Delta 1187, climbing to 4,000.
Delta 1187, Atlanta departure, radar contact, cleared direct Z-LAN, climb and maintain flight
Yeah,
level
so
210.
right now, Any Builds is the only one that has liveries for their aircraft.
Flight level 210, Delta 1187.
Delta 1187, contact Atlanta approach on 124.6.
Departure Delta 3897, climbing 3,000 for 4,000. Direct Zealand Delta 3897.
Delta 3897, traffic at your 12 o'clock, 3 miles, at 2500, type unknown.
Fix in sight Delta 3897.
At least at least I got it more functioning though. That's I still haven't set up my keybinds for camera views. So unfortunately I don't have my camera views that I usually do.
Good morning, departure Bamboo 286, climbing to 10,000 feet. Bamboo 286, Atlanta departure.
Alright, so say intentions isn't auto switching the comms.
Atlanta Center, November 00 Bravo, flight level 300 with you.
Maybe I didn't check that. Okay.
November 00 Bravo, Atlanta
All right.
Center. Good evening.
Atlanta Center, Delta 676 Heavy, leaving 14,800 for flight level 220.
Delta 676 Heavy, Atlanta Center. Good evening. Atlanta altimeter 29.80. Atlanta Center, Delta 1568. Can we get flight
Alright, so we're
level?
cleared above, so let's go standard.
Can we descend to 5,000? Delta 568, roger. Delta 568, contact Atlanta approach on 119 or .8. Going to Atlanta approach on 119 or .8, Delta 1568.
Atlanta Center, Duke 681 Papa Delta.
Alright, turn off all these
West of Cobb County.
lights.
Delta 676
Come
Heavy,
off.
Atlanta Center. Climb and maintain flight level
Strobe
340.
stays on. people move about the cabin.
Delta 676.
Atlanta Center, Delta 2422 at Echo 2, ready for pushback and engine start.
So,
Boeing 737 pushback and start approved. Expect runway 8 left for departure.
Expect runway 8 left for departure, Delta 2422.
alright, so my impressions of the A330, well, I didn't fly one in
Delta 516 Atlanta Center,
in
good
2020,
afternoon, Atlanta altimeter 29991.
but just based on
Center, climb and maintain 15,000.
just based on the any builds aircraft in 2020, it's okay. That's my official.
Runway 23 left approach into Knoxville. Altimeter 29901.
Atlanta Center, Spearwing 620. When can we expect our descent?
Spirit Wing 620, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Atlanta Center, Delta 2783, 14,000.
A Phoenix A330 would be wild.
Atlanta Center, Delta 2783, request ILS 8 left at Atlanta.
Delta 278 tree, descend and maintain 7,400, expect ILS. Runway 8 left approach via GNDLF 2 arrival. Altimeter 3012 at Whitesburg.
Atlanta Center, Delta 2071 with you, climb to flight level 320.
Delta 2071, Atlanta Center. Good evening. Altimeter 3012. Delta 676 Heavy, climb
Yes,
and maintain
yes. If they did the whole Airbus, fleet, that would they would be rich because those guys are meticulous in their detail. One of my favorite YouTubers that I watch is V1 Simulations, and he's an Airbus captain, and he said that the A320 series of aircraft by Phoenix
Flight level 350.
350 for Delta 3897.
is in some aspects better than their level D training sims.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached
Southwest
cruising
1570 Atlanta Center,
How
roger.
can I only open climb?
Atlanta Center,
Today,
Southwest
we have some
1570,
delicious
request higher.
options available, including our popular
Southwest
chicken
1570,
salad
climb and maintain
and a
flight level
delightful cheese
260.
platter. After the service,
Climb
we will
maintain
also
flight
have
level
articles
260,
from Delta
South.
Air
Alright, we'll just open climb up.
to browse. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
The same. Actually, I didn't start appreciating the Phoenix until version 2 came out. And then really got into liking the whole Airbus model from them when they dropped the 21 and the 19.
40 Atlanta Center, good evening.
Because before that, I was a PMG guy, PMDG guy, and a Boeing guy. I've been a Boeing guy for forever.
17 left approach into Orlando.
121.35.
But
55. Good day.
Phoenix is the one that brought me around to the whole Airbus thing.
121.35.
Switching to 121.35, American 655. Good day.
Alright, looks like we've got some weather.
6,500. Atlanta Center, Delta 31, passing flight level 160, climbing flight level 250.
And that matches Navigraph. Okay.
Roger. Delta 31 Atlanta Center, climb and maintain flight level 380.
Climb and maintain flight level 380, Delta 31.
Delta 128, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Flight level 300,
So far this is working.
Delta 128, contact
Knock on
Atlanta
wood.
Center on 127.5.
7.5 more minutes.
Minus the little annoyances like this. This is very sensitive.
Skylane 56 Foxtrot, radar contact, LEJ altimeter
You almost have to
3014.
consciously move it so slowly. Because of the frame rate hit, it sticks.
Skylane 6056 Foxtrot, has field in sight, request cancel flight following.
For a streaming plane, a plane that's streaming from the cloud, it is certainly frame intensive. I really feel sorry for the guys that might have a little bit of a lower end system, because I don't know how this is going to function well with theirs. Because I have a mid-range system.
Delta 5128, fly heading 19217 miles to Atlanta Airport. Expect ILS approach runway 9er left.
9er left, Delta 5128. And Atlanta Center, Delta 5128, like to get lower.
Vision 4 Romeo Kilo Atlanta Center. Roger. Vision 4 Romeo Kilo Atlanta
Outer
Center.
tank
Climb
transfer.
and maintain flight level 270.
Up to flight level 270, Vision 4 Romeo Kilo.
Vision 4 Romeo Kilo, climb and maintain flight level 320.
So I don't know. It might be... I'm not getting any warnings. That's green anyway, so that's just an advisory. So I think we're still good. But we get 500 subscribers and taking this thing across the pond.
Bamboo 286 Atlanta Center, roger, altimeter 3012.
Altimeter 3012, Bamboo 286.
Bamboo 286, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb and maintain flight level 300, Bamboo 286.
If I learn all its little quirks, stuff like blowing through the altitude and whatnot, that I can mitigate it, we're gonna go across the pond on VATSIM. They said, right, last shot on us, VPN with 100 megabit download.
For ILS approach runway 27 left.
It doesn't work on rage quitting.
United
Yeah.
cleared to Atlanta. Expect ILS
Yeah, I really feel sorry for you guys. I really do. It's like sincere.
Delta 14, contact Atlanta Center on 127.55.
Alright, what do we got here?
Delta 2445, contact Atlanta Center on 127.05.
27.05, Delta 2445. Atlanta Center, 7 Charlie Lima with you, flight level 400.
Cessna, November 707, Charlie Lima, Atlanta Center, good evening.
Didn't notice the discontinuity. Probably because I didn't do my proper to look at the flight plan. Said, man, US servers load so fast. Yeah, until I started streaming and I started meeting all you guys, I had no idea that the internet around the world was not as good as we have it, and that is unfortunate. because I'm running 2,000 down and
Fly heading 280, we'll climb and maintain
between 900 and 1,200 up.
for 26 right, Delta 1338.
Delta Tree 8, negative fly heading 280, descend and maintain 10,000, expect vectors for ILS approach. Runway 26 right at Atlanta.
Descend and maintain 1,000, fly heading 280, expect vectors for the ILS for 26 right, Delta 1338.
Isobo, yeah, it must be costing them
Delta Tree 8, contact
an unbelievable
Atlanta
amount.
Tower on 119.1.
My actual fiber internet is 15 million bit. I have to use a 5 gig SIM card.
Flight level
Oh.
100 for flight level 180.
Delta 1097 Atlanta Center climb.
And I don't even have fiber. I'm using
Climb maintain flight level 180. Can I get a squawk code?
I'm actually using a cable internet
Delta 1097 squawk 3712 and ident.
because I've had cable, the old school cable stuff for the longest time.
Delta 1235 Atlanta Center, roger.
And unfortunately, the wife won't let me switch over to fiber because she doesn't want to lose her email address.
Delta 1235 descend and maintain 11,000.
So if this channel gets big enough that
Contact Dobbins radar on 120.225.
I can cover a little bit of the overhead with the channel, I'll get fiber on my own.
Descending to 14,000.
4 Bravo Delta contact Dobbins radar on 134.1. Southwest 799, contact Atlanta approach on 124.6.
Contacting Atlanta approach on 124.6 Southwest 799.
Descend and maintain 11,000, Delta 1235.
Delta 1235.
You're getting gigabit service in 2026? That's a long way off.
Maintain 10,000, Delta 1235.
Here we're over here. We're at 2 gigabit service.
Vision 4 Romeo Kilo, Atlanta Center. Good afternoon.
Center, Catbird 104, Bravo Delta.
But yeah,
Flight level 290.
a couple guys from Germany were telling me that their service is similar, like the whole European Union. And even Canada has got.
Alrighty, roger that. Set your altimeter to 3000. Keep it steady.
3000 for the altimeter, American 2319.
Somehow in the world, the United States had got pretty decent service, but it doesn't compare to the Asian countries like China and Japan now.
Climb and maintain flight level 240.
Climb and maintain flight level 240 for Delta 128.
Atlanta Center, Skyline 6056 Foxtrot is done with practice, proceeding direct to 57 Golf Alpha.
Well, at least we got contrails off the bat, although they look like smoke coming from the engines.
Atlanta Center on 1. Atlanta Center, Delta 676 evening, climbing through flight level 360 for flight level 370.
Delta 676 Heavy, Atlanta Center. Good evening.
Atlanta Center, hello. Express Air 541 with you, flight level 390.
Express Air 541, Atlanta Center, good evening.
Atlanta Center, Giant 4436 is with you at flight level 40.
Awesome. What plane are you flying first? Cool. I haven't flown that one yet. You'll have to let me know how it works. I got to get in that one and actually check it out, see how it compares to iFly. Probably no comparison, but still would still be interesting to know.
Catbird 104, Bravo Delta Atlanta Center, roger. Altimeter 2983.
Altimeter 2983.
Alright, so these clouds look like 2020, unfortunately.
Approach into Charlotte via the Jones 5 arrival. 4 Bravo Delta descend and maintain 6000. Turn right heading 100 vectors for the ILS runway 18 center approach.
And of course they haven't fixed the film grain overlay issue.
We're going to continue our descent along banker R4, and that heading would be 041 for ILS runway 18 center approach with Juliet Echo Delta Kilo Oscar transition.
4 Bravo Delta, contact Charlotte approach on 120.05.
Oh, okay. See that? So I actually have no filters set up, so I gotta play with that later. I'm gonna play with it now. Right? Seriously, good luck with the keybinds, my friend. Good luck with the keybinds. I wish I could offer a tutorial on them, but I have no idea how I'm even working with it. I'll probably have the keybinds down by the end of this year. I'm over the moon excited that I got the gear lever to work. You're going to need a plane you can remember how to start from the pilot seat. Oh, I mean, if you're familiar with Boeings. I heard that the A321 is a frame rate hog. I watched a streamer yesterday, pretty much Alt F4, because they just couldn't handle their 4080 Super. So yeah, so I couldn't get custom binds, so I used the default Microsoft 2020, the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, the default profiles for both mouse and keyboard. Actually, I lie. So for mouse, it's default 2024, and then I'm using the 2020 keyboard transverse or transition or whatever it's called profile for the keyboard. Because they had, so the 2020 version had all the original key mappings. Why they had to put a legacy profile is beyond me. Why couldn't they just make the default 2024 the same as default Microsoft. Or I mean, default 2020. But I think all our keybind stuff is supposed to be for console guys. I really believe that this plane was designed for console, and PC was an afterthought. Well, maybe not so much an afterthought, that's probably the wrong word, but they probably like, oh, PC guys will just figure it out. Yeah, so I still have the grainy cloud issue that I had in 2020. But I was kind of sort of able to fix that through NVIDIA, so I'm gonna have to play with that now.
This is S for enter frequency, not approach. November 310 Bravo Alpha, currently cruising at flight level 450.
Buana 310 Bravo Alpha Atlanta Center.
That got loud.
Atlanta Center, 7134, with you, flight level 290. 7134 Atlanta Center, good afternoon. Atlanta Center, Vision of Singa Hotel. Descending down and maintaining 7,000. Vision Alpha Tango Hotel, contact Columbia approach on 124.15. Contacting Columbia approach on 124.15. Alpha Tango Hotel, have a great morning.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, moving around. At 2020, I had everything set up that I can go to my Xbox controller to move around the cabin. I wonder if we can actually move around the cabin. Oh, that's right, I can't move. So unfortunately we're not going to see a cabin because I can't move.
Velocity approach, contact Jacksonville Center on 124.7. Over 124.7, velocity 010 Tango Bravo. Good day. Atlanta, good evening, Delta 1387.
Okay, Charles, say thanks for tuning in. Yeah, get a chance, let me know how you're doing with it, because we're just maintaining over here. All right. So it looks good. We got about 35 miles left. Let's see if we can start setting up for an approach. So we got 240 miles, 49 miles, 20. How? Oh, okay, 20 minutes or so.
Bravo 661, I show you're squawking 1200. Verify you're squawking tree 267 mode C. Squawking 326.
Looks like Philadelphia changed to 27 right.
Center, Jones 5 for the ILS runway 36 right approach into Charlotte. Altimeter 30.12, good day.
4 Bravo Delta, contact Charlotte approach on 120.05.
Switching to Charlotte approach on 120.05, good day.
Atlanta Center, reach 683 Heavy, flight level 220.
Reach 683 Heavy, Atlanta Center, good evening.
Eastern 66 Heavy, Atlanta Center, roger. Eastern 66 Heavy, Atlanta Center, descend via Jones 5 for the
I wonder if Say Intentions will be able to tell me.
Altimeter 3009er.
Give it a shot. Atlanta Center, Delta 66 Heavy with request.
Delta 676 Heavy, contact Atlanta Center on 128.8. Delta 676 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Yeah.
Atlanta Center, velocity 010, Tango Bravo, with you at 17,500 feet, on a heading of 164.
Climb and maintain flight level 370, Delta 676.
Catbird 4 Bravo Delta.
Atlanta Center, Delta 676 Heavy with request.
Delta 676 Heavy, say request.
What runway can we expect at Philadelphia? Delta 676.
Delta 676 Heavy, expect runway 9 right for arrival in Philadelphia.
Back 9 right. And Delta 676. So I guess it's changed in Navigraph, but maybe the sim weather hasn't changed. I don't know. Let's see what the we have the technology. Let's see what the variable at 3. Alright, if that stays the same, then we should be alright.
Catbird 104 Bravo Delta Greer approach. Descend and maintain flight level 060.
Descend and maintain flight level 060. Charlotte Tower, Navy 4-tree, radio check. For departure, Navy 4-tree, 5x5.
Navy 4-tree, good to hear. How can I assist you today?
Alright, so we got about 20 minutes to the top of our descent, so
500 VFR to 1 Golf Alpha Niner, request flight following.
well, I miss all my creature comforts. I got a the wind wing, which would probably work great with this. It'll all get sorted out though. The sim does have its potential, and I think it's going to be great, but I think it's going to take 6 months. Really do.
Delta 676 Heavy, contact Washington Center on 124.05.
So in the meantime, we're going to be using 2024 and we're going to be using 2020. Because there's still some things I'd like to explore. I'm going to look at, like I said, tomorrow's live stream. We're going to stream for a while. We're going to go through a career, see how far we can get.
Delta 676, evening, maintaining flight level 370.
Delta 676 Heavy, Washington Center, good evening.
Honda Jet 33 Charlie Fox, so we level off at flight level 390 for this flight. Honda Jet 3 Charlie Fox, climb and maintain flight
flight level 390. 390 for 33 Charlie Foxtrot, thank you.
Turn left heading 355.
4 Bravo Delta, turn left heading 355, approved. 4 Bravo Delta, turn left heading 360.
Okay, turn left heading 360.
Western Center, Dallas 2146, right at the top of the descent for SkyWest 2146, descend at pilot's discretion to maintain flight level 240. Report leaving flight level 350.
Alright, we're going to descend at our pilot's discretion. We're going to leave flight 350 now for flight level 240, SkyWest 2146.
SkyWest 2146, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Center, Catbird 104, Bravo Delta, flight level 240, descending via CHS LY6 arrival into Charlotte.
4 Bravo Delta, contact Atlanta Center on 128.8.
Switching to 128.8. Good day.
JetBlue Tree 69 Washington Center, contact Atlanta Center on 128.8.
128.8, JetBlue 369. Goodbye.
Washington Center, Catbird 104, Bravo Delta, flight level 260. Inbound Kilo Alpha Kilo Lima Echo.
Catbird 104, Bravo Delta, Washington Center, roger. Delta 398, Washington Center, contact Raleigh Tower on 119.3.
119.3, Delta 398.
Washington Center, Pilatus November 70 Delta at 9.5. Pilatus November 70 Delta, Washington Center. Good evening, altimeter 3003.
Turn left again, heading 360. Washington Center, we're inbound. Hotel Alpha Lima Lima, descending through 5,000 feet.
I wonder if we're going to get the top of descent marker.
3005, taking in at flight level 340, 3005.
Okay, good.
3005, Washington Center, good afternoon. Vision Jet 41 Echo, descend and maintain 5,500.
Descend and maintain 5,500, Vision Jet 41 Echo.
Vision Jet 41 Echo, contact Roanoke approach on 135.0.
Roanoke approach 135.0, Vision Jet 41 Echo.
American 1221, Papa Golf, Washington Center. Descend and maintain flight level 300. Maintain 29 or 2 knots until waves.
Descend and maintain flight level 300. Maintain 29 or 2 knots until waves.
Wow, we're cooking.
PG, contact Washington Center on 1.
Almost 600 knots across the ground.
Contact Washington Center on 118.
I love the winter winds as long as it's to my tail.
Delta 2069, contact Washington Center on 133.725.
33725, Delta 2069. Washington Center, Catbird 104, Bravo Delta, flight level 290. On star arrival, Charlie Alpha Victor Lima Romeo 5, inbound Delta Oscar Romeo November.
Center American 1966 requesting the CAPS 3 RNAV arrival.
knots.
Speed 280 knots, American 1966.
KATL-5017 cleared direct to Oracle. Expect the RNAV runway 1 approach into Washington National.
Direct to Oracle, expect RNAV runway 1 approach into Washington National, American 78.
KAL-5017 descend and maintain flight level 270.
Descend and maintain flight level 270, American 57K.
Center, Catbird 104, Bravo Delta, flight level 140. We are inbound, Blue Jay. Washington Center, we'd like to descend to 10,000 at this point.
For Bravo Delta, descend and maintain 10,000, altimeter 29er 97.
Altimeter 3003, Pilatus 70 Delta.
Pilatus 70 Delta, contact Washington Center on 132.225.
Going to Washington Center on 132.225, Pilatus 70 Delta. Good day.
Washington Center, Catbird 104, Bravo Delta, flight level 170, inbound.
All right.
Gulf Sierra Oscar.
Start our turn towards Philadelphia. This is my first point A to point B in the simulator with the A330-200.
Catbird 104, Bravo Delta, flight level 160.
With my Microsoft 2020 clouds. Just glad to see that they corrected this over grainy.
Expect the visual Z runway 9er right approach into Philadelphia. Bus 3 arrival. Expect to descend in about 20 minutes. Let me know if you'd prefer an earlier descent.
Expect visual Z runway 9er right approach. Bus 3 arrival. Will
Bus
advise if
3.
we need an earlier descent. Delta 676.
Washington Center, good afternoon.
Bus 3, okay.
93 Heavy is at flight level 370.
We could fix that.
Skylab 93 Heavy, Washington Center, good afternoon.
Washington Center, good morning. Skylab 93 Heavy, type destination Bravo 78 X-ray, flight level 390. Washington Center, good morning. Skylab 93 Heavy, type destination
So we got expect the visual Z runway 9 right?
Washington Center, hello, November 72, Mike Echo, flight level 450.
We're going to do the ILS. So
Mike Echo, Washington Center, good evening. Delta 674, contact Washington Center on 132.905.
uh-oh.
To Washington Center 132.95, thank you.
2080, contact Washington Center on 132.025.
I think we just crashed.
132.025, Frontier 130. Washington Center, Delta 3781, level at flight level 370.
Delta 8877, Washington Center, good evening.
Washington Center, Catbird 104, Bravo Delta, flight level 290, inbound, Whiskey Alpha Victor Echo Sierra.
Just froze up, I think.
Bravo Delta, Washington Center, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yep.
That's alright. Keep making improvements. We're happy.
Oh, thank you, Microsoft. not showing unresponsive. It's certainly operating unresponsive. Alright guys, well, unfortunately, I don't have enough time to restart the stream, so thank you very much for all those that were watching, and it looks like Microsoft 2024 has crashed on me. So, on to the next one. Make sure you guys like the channel, subscribe please, and because tomorrow we're going to look at the career mode, and hopefully we don't have another crash. We're going to see what the what caused this. I don't know if it was some of the peripherals that I was running, but it definitely is not cool. But once again, sorry for this, but we're gonna have to finish up. So this is Virtual Flight Diaries. My name is John, and stay safe, stay healthy. See ya.